So FORO with their second corner of the evening. The first one was dangerous. Very nearly converted from it. Let's see if they can get a similarly good delivery on this occasion. Perhaps the opening goal of the game. Great ball into the box. Oh, another flick on! Doesn't make it to net. Does make it to the back post though. They try to recycle. Suggesting there was a handball from a Tyler defender. The referee not having any of it. And actually Tyler are able to break away now. And they have numbers. They have a 4-on-2 situation. FORO trying to get back as quickly as possible. It's a shot on goal. Good stop from Arcanada. He dropped quickly. Another shot again. Arcanada gathering it up. Good hands in quick succession from that young man. Nice breakaway from Tyler. I love the fact that they go to goal. They were very direct in that break, but Arcanada equal to it. Two good stops. The FORO goalkeeper. Surely that's a free kick. Might even be a card. Just a free kick. FORO deciding to keep it short and maintain possession. Again, they've really got their work cut. Notice both teams have their work cut out for them this evening on this field. It's got a lot of bounce to it. I assume FORO will be more used to that than Tyler. I'm assuming they play and train on the same surface here in Dallas, FORO. Both teams, though, doing pretty well. Controlling the ball, knocking it around presently. FORO with the throw-in. Long throw, flicked on. And we're there to gather it. Oh, he might gather it himself. Good feet. And Belfiore, he was Johnny on the spot there. Some great pace from the FORO striker. Running onto his own flicked header. There was a little bit of panic in the ranks at the back there for Tyler. Not the first time that's happened in this game. Nice little touch. Oh, another nice touch there too. Out to the left-hand side. Delivery into the box. Well cleared from Tyler. Good one-touch play from FORO, though. Very pretty. It's FORO with the throw-in. Good movement off the ball. 2 or 3 players. Just trying to change the shape, trying to change the angle. Create a little confusion, and the ball finds its way. Oh, almost found its way through to a FORO player. Tyler now, though, with the opportunity to clear down the right-hand side. I think that ball's going out of play. Going to be shepherded out of play. We can see that number now. That's Ethan Sampson, number 18. A lot easier when they're in the shade. Nice touch. FORO again, springing quickly in that attacking third. And they've got numbers as well. They've got 5 up in support. All out to the left-hand side, back across the box. Can it be finished? It can't. Tyler are going to have the opportunity to clear. Great attack from FORO. Goodness, I love the pace that they spring with. And the fact they get up in numbers as well. I'd say that's probably the biggest difference between them and Tyler. We've seen an attack from Tyler where they were able to get an overload, 4-on-2. But generally speaking, when Tyler spring on a counter, it's usually just the man with the ball and perhaps one other. FORO are doing a really good job of, when they spring, trying to get numbers around the runner. And on that occasion, we had 4 or 5 players up in support of the man with the ball. weren't able quite to get that final pass. Tyler able to clear the danger. FORO again, ball in from the left-hand side. That should be meat and potatoes. Belfuel in the Tyler goal. So as I mentioned before, we are early into the League for Clubs season. This is actually the inaugural season of this competition. Always really exciting when a new competition springs up in support of pro, semi-pro and amateur soccer here in the United States. Very healthy competition too, with numerous teams dotted around the US competing in this first season. FORO doing a nice job of playing under pressure, feeding the ball out to the left-hand side. So obviously here we have two of the founding teams in FORO Soccer Club. It says FORO Soccer Club on the screen. I think actually it's FORO Sports Club, or maybe those terms are interchangeable, but I believe FORO are an organisation that provide opportunities to play a number of different sports as part of their organisation. Soccer, I think, being the jewel in their crown. They're based here in Dallas, Tyler FC, out in the northeast corner of Texas, in, yeah, guess where? Tyler. About 90 minutes away. So not too bad of a drive, although that 3-hour round trip will be a lot easier if they can go back to Tyler with 3 points this evening. FORO again, looking to break through the centre of the park. Good dogged defending from Tyler. FORO striker was looking for something there, but I think there was nothing for the referee to do on that occasion. Just good, robust tackling from Tyler. As they look to stem the attacking tide that FORO represent. Tyler now springing the ball out to the left-hand side. That's a beautiful pass. Lovely crossfield pass. It might give them the opportunity for an overload here. Instead, they're going to come back inside. May go out to the right-hand side now. Nope, continuing to furnish the left. Looking to slide the ball into the channel, slipping in the process, and now that might give a chance for FORO to counter. Swift down the left-hand side, not being closed down too quickly, giving FORO a chance to get their head up. Find a pass inside. FORO still trying to get their first shot on target this evening. They've had a couple of close calls from corners, but haven't really yet tested the Tyler goalkeeper. I have to say, even though it makes it difficult for me to see the numbers on the back of the shirts in bright sunlight, I do like the FORO uniform. It's not often you see that, a white shirt, white shorts combo with grey or green socks. Whatever they are, I do like a little bit of accent, the contrast they give to the rest of the uniform. Very smart. Similarly, Tyler's uniforms are pretty sharp too. Although personally, I would not want to be playing in a all-dark, almost completely black uniform in 91 degrees in Dallas. But I'm sure they're used to it. FORO trying to break through the centre. Oh, lovely ball inside. Belfuel, though, wise to it. Already well off his line. Gathering that up, but smart play from FORO. Sharp thinking there. Little reverse pass on the inside channel. Long ball out the back from Tyler. Bit of a wayward touch. Flicked header finds its way to FORO. Arcanada again, choosing to go short. Whether it's with feet or with his hands, that is his instinct. Go short, find the defender. Give FORO the opportunity to play out the back, if at all possible. Back back to Arcanada. Let's see if he goes short again or decides to switch it up and drill it long on this occasion. Fake them out. I'm going to call that a medium pass. Certainly a very nice pass from Arcanada. Found the man without too much trouble. And then FORO subsequently give the ball up. And it finds its way back to Arcanada. So followers of Tyler FC will know that they go by the nickname The Kings. What I don't know is why they go by that nickname. So if anyone would like to drop a comment in the YouTube channel, please educate me. Ball in from FORO. Harmlessly out. I've been to Tyler, as I mentioned before. I used to live in Dallas. For those of you who are really interested, I used to live in Rockwall, specifically on the east side of Dallas, out by Lake Ray Hubbard. So I've been to Tyler a couple of times. Got no idea why they would be called the Kings. So educate me. The Kings, though, are on the attack right now. 4-0 under pressure. Lovely defending. Goodness gracious, that's the model of composure. Fortunately, the pass didn't match. The composure intercepted by Tyler. Still collected by FORO. Again, Tyler snapping at their heels. A little bit of a drag back there, but they maintain possession. The referee's given a free kick. Wasn't sure if he's going to call that one back. He might be giving a yellow card as well, our first of the evening. Goes FORO's way, and it goes to, I think it's number 15. Camilo Estrada. So as it stands, such as it is, being only one game into the season, and again, this being Tyler's first game, FORO now into their second match, currently sit fourth in the table. Opening game tie puts them in fourth place. Not much of a league table after one game, obviously. FORO now stepping up the defensive line, trying to keep it high and catch Tyler offside. Ball gets drilled into the box. FORO try to clear. Tyler reclaim. Over wayward pass there. You can see what they were trying to do. Didn't come off. And FORO will have possession. FORO with the throw. Simple one short. Tyler winning the ball back. Trying to break down the left-hand side. But again, not really getting numbers up quickly enough. Could take a leaf out of FORO's book in that regard. It's very hard to counter just one or two men, unless but Anthony Alanga plays for my team, Nottingham Forest, in which case you can run from one end of the field in about 10 seconds. Otherwise, it's good to have a little help. You know what's just occurred to me? I think part of the reason I like these uniforms so much, both teams, is the absence of a garish sponsor on the front of them. That isn't to say that sponsors can't enhance a uniform. I'm a big fan of Minnesota United's Target sponsorship. It's a great logo. Likewise, Austin FC's Yeti sponsorship. I'm not being compensated by Target or Yeti this evening. FORO now looking to break down the left-hand side again. Really nice passing through the middle of the park. Final pass a little too heavy. But oftentimes, sponsorship on the front of uniforms is just so garish. It really detracts from the look of the uniform. Not so this evening. Two clean, fresh fronted jerseys. FORO even enhanced theirs a little more by putting their name on the back of their jersey. That's a nice touch. And it is FORO in possession now. Trying to build patiently again through the middle of the park. Nice feet. Again. Good footwork, good movement. Sliding the ball out to the left-hand side. Back inside. They need to certainly get a shot out here. They do. It ricochets harmlessly into Belfield's arms. Good idea. FORO do need to start generating some end product. They are doing a tidy job of handling the ball in the attacking third, getting numbers around the ball, stretching the play from one side of the field to the other, but they've not yet had a dangerous shot on target. That would have been their first effort, but it caught a deflection. Spinning wide and taking all of the pace off the ball, making it easy for the Tyler goalkeeper to gather in. FORO aren't far away, though. You can see what they're trying to do. Just need a little bit more bite in that final product. And here they go again, carving their way through the Tyler defence. Lovely ball tucked inside. Oh, I love that pass so much. Really, really smart. Giving themselves a corner in the process. Is it a corner or a throw-in? It'd just be a throw-in. And good movement from FORO. Trying to make it difficult for Tyler to pick them up. FORO maintaining possession. One-touch play around the box. Ball spins out to the backside of the area where Tyler's goalkeeper can gather up uncontested. FORO really trying to thread the eye of the needle right now. Very Arsenal-esque. As they ping the ball around the Tyler box. Not quite coming off on them, but they're getting awfully close, and here may be another opportunity. Again, great ball, quick, and a shot into the back of the net, and that is the opening tally from FORO Soccer Club. A quick pass into the channel. Love the release from the FORO striker. Could have taken another touch, could have even maybe got around the goalkeeper. He decided to snap off that shot early. He was rewarded for that decision. Great goal in the 27th minute. FORO Soccer Club 1, Tyler FC 0. I'll try and get you the goal scorer. Again, I do apologise. In the bright sunshine, that's the one corner of the field that's hardest to see numbers on the back of jerseys, but we will try and determine through the replay who that was. If we can't, we'll try and get that information at half-time. Again, really lovely finish, and you can see my problem there. Trying to pick up the number on the back of the jersey. We will get you that, though. We do have folks around the field, and we'll try and get that information for you at half-time so we can attribute the goal to the goal scorer. What's most important, though, is that FORO SC have a lead. Tyler trying to fight their way back into this game as quickly as possible. FORO not making it easy for them. Retaining possession. Trying to craft another opportunity of their own. We'll get another look at that goal at half-time anyway, because it came so quickly. All over the top, surely offside. Linesman's flag doesn't go up. That goal really was a product of what FORO have been doing so well so far this evening. without quite getting the end product. They've been pinging the ball around in the final third so quickly, and oftentimes with one-touch passing. And whenever a team does that, it makes it so difficult. Tyler may have got themselves a corner here. Or that might be an instance of the ball pinging up off the surface and catching a defender off guard. Anyway, again, one-touch play in the FORO goal. All of a sudden they were in behind Tyler's defensive line again, and as I mentioned before, a nice early finish, giving them the lead. Tyler, ball into the box. Good header! Oh, just wide. I think that was number 9, Carl-Pierre Mesnier. Just narrowly wide. Rose like a salmon. Seemed to get plenty of purchase on that header too, but not quite enough. It skimmed off his head and skipped wide. FORO now looking to add to their opening tally. Ball coming down the right hand side. Out of play. Actually offside. I was about to say they weren't chasing that ball down too hard. I wonder why. Well, the whistle had evidently gone. Heading into the 30th minute. Pretty even game at this point in time. Both teams presenting a threat offensively. FORO a little more than Tyler. And that's represented in the scoreline too. Them having scored just a few moments ago. Wonderfully crafted goal, giving them the lead. It's FORO in possession. Slips the ball through the back line. An interception by FORO, ball over the top. Can they make something of it? Oh, nice defending from Tyler. Had to be brave on that occasion. Good touch there. Beautifully pinged ball out to the left wing, just a little heavy. Of the technique from Joel Garcia, though, number 8 in the Tyler midfield. Great idea. Right idea, wrong club, as they would say, is a 1-2, and it may be another opportunity for FORO to get their second goal of the game. Oh my goodness. Talk about calm and controlled. Applaud yourself, young man. Great finish. Really wonderful 1-2. Again, taking the shot early, I do like that. Not taking an unnecessary second touch, not trying to round the goalkeeper. Don't let the keeper get set. Roll that ball into the bottom corner. The camera just stays with that young man and he finds his way into the shade. It shows us the back of his shirt. I have a good chance of telling you who just scored. Looks like 14 or 44. We don't have a 44 on the roster that I have, so I'm going with 14, which is Marcelo Pedraza. Wish I could give a credit to the assist as well. Another great goal from FORO, though. Very reminiscent of the opening goal in that it was quick. Straight into feet, one-touch football. And then the finish early. Really nice and tidy from FORO. FORO again looking for the third goal of the game. Rounds the goalkeeper on this occasion. Oh, nice last gasp defending. Really good work in the Tyler defence. I thought for all ends up that was going to be the third goal of the night for FORO. Did everything right. Did things a little differently on that occasion. Decided not to take the shot early. And with the goalkeeper barrelling out, maybe they should have done. Instead, rounded the keeper. Great recovery defending. Keeping the score to 2. Tyler hanging on just a little bit now. FORO definitely on top. Oh, what a wonderful ball over the top. Offside. Tyler have that in their locker though. They've been pinging those crossfield balls around most of the evening. If they can just catch that offside trap a little better, they can just get that timing down. They may have an opportunity to score themselves. For right now, though, it is FORO in the ball. Oh, lovely ball over the top. Again, that was delicious little flick. Well read from Belfuel in the Tyler goal. After being pretty involved for a good stretch of the first half, Arcanada has barely touched the ball in the last 10 minutes. Suggesting that Tyler really need to find their way back into this game offensively. They're going toe-to-toe physically. Not being overwhelmed, but FORO definitely having the upper hand when it comes to work being done in the attacking third. FORO are doing a lot more of it and making a lot more of it, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Tyler need to find a way to do likewise if they're going to get back in this game. They do say, though, that 2-0 is the most dangerous lead. Tyler will be hoping to notch at least one goal of their own before half-time. They have time to do it with 10 minutes and stoppage still to go in this first period. And they're in possession now. Well, I say that, commentators curse. FORO comes sweeping back and win possession, and good grief. I should just sit here quietly because the possession now goes back to Tyler, ball in from the right-hand side. Good defending from FORO. Tyler bringing it back under their control. Good defensive shape from FORO, though. Look at this, 2 really good defensive lines, making it difficult for Tyler to create anything, and that wayward pass certainly isn't going to break those lines. All over the top from Tyler, looking for their left winger. Oh, well, he had to stretch to get on the end of that, so can't be too critical of the cross, but nobody in the middle was going to make anything of that. Tyler do keep playing the ball down the left-hand side, though, suggesting they have good delivery out there. Like I said earlier, they just need to get the timing right on springing the offside trap and then not give their left winger quite so much work to do getting on the end of the ball as he had to do on that occasion. Quick free kick from FORO, smart thinking, trying to get in behind the Tyler back line again, but Tyler wise to it on this occasion. We've just had confirmation from our wonderful production team here at Veta Media that the first goal from FORO this evening was scored by number 9, Eric Gomez. So I'm delighted we're actually able to attribute the goal to the player. Give that young man his flowers. He scored 10 minutes ago, but better late than never, right? And were it not for our production team, we wouldn't have had that goal scorer at all. So thank you, guys. Oh, may have a free kick here. Maybe a penalty kick. Is it inside the box? I think it is. Well, it looks like it might be right on the line, but the referee's called a penalty. There's no doubt it was a foul. Clumsy tackle. And it is going to be a penalty kick. Here we see the build-up again. It didn't look too threatening. Just got the timing of that tackle all wrong. The FORO player had actually turned to shield the ball. That was clumsy. But it will give FORO the opportunity to go 3 goals to the good. And it's that man again, Eric Gomez, who's going to have the job from the spot, from 12 yards. To really turn the screw on Tyler FC. William Belfuel in the Tyler goal. From left to right, taking his time. Really trying to draw out this process. Give Gomez something to think about. If he give him a chance to change his mind, which as a penalty kick taker you never want to do. Pick your spot, make your decision, stay calm, exhale, dispatch. Which Gomez does with aplomb, despite the fact that Belfuel went the right way. That was absolutely nerveless from Eric Gomez. A brace for him, 3 for FORO. On the 40th minute. So Tyler have a mountain to climb here in Dallas. Strangely, I'm sure if we were to look at the stats, we'd see that this has been a fairly balanced game in most other respects, but FORO know their way to goal. They've found their way there 3 times now. That was a really hefty challenge. Linesman's flag went up immediately, and the FORO player is still down, which you hate to see. I'm kind of surprised the referee didn't think more of that. Perhaps he felt like the FORO player was laying it on thick. There was a lot of rolling going on, which, you know, to be fair to the FORO player, can just be a product of velocity. You get clipped at high speed, you hit the ground, you are going to roll. But oftentimes you see players doing that really to milk the situation, try and get the referee to hand out cards or do something a bit more substantive. I obviously don't know which category that particular instance fell into. But the most important thing is that the player who was down is now back up onto his feet and appears able to continue. That's really all that matters. So FORO with a free kick. What if they go short here? Have the opportunity to deliver to a dangerous position. This is arguably better than a corner because of the angle. They can get the delivery right. And it's a good delivery. Good ho-ho. I was about to say good header. The ball comes back. Will they get a shot on frame? They try. Is that a handball? The referee doesn't whistle. Another shot. Belfield palms it into his own goal. And FORO score their 4th goal of the game. Goodness gracious, that was pinball wizard stuff. Frantic. And I think it was Estrada who actually got the final shot. Belfield, unsighted, ended up palming it into the back of his own net. Just not able to get enough of a hand on it. You can't blame the goalkeeper. Saw it very late. I believe that was number 15, Camilo Estrada, who ultimately dispatched FORO's 4th goal of the evening. Great free kick. It almost looked like 2 FORO players headed the ball. So they kind of got in each other's way, negated one another. And then there was a chance at the back post. That came to naught. And then as the ball found its way out, back out to the right-hand side of the goal, Estrada's snapshot through a crowded defence, beating Belfield and registering FORO's 4th goal of the evening. And it's FORO on the attack again. Slide the ball across the middle of the box, all the way to the left-hand side. Wheels really coming off of this evening now for Tyler FC. We're really holding their own and making this a competitive game for the longest possible time. FORO have just put them to the sword, though, in the last 20-25 minutes. Another incisive ball, lovely little juggling in the middle of the park. Love how FORO just refused to give up possession. Chip ball. Not sure if that was an attempt to catch Belfield off guard or if that was a chip into a teammate. Either way, gathered up by the Tyler goalkeeper on this occasion. Tyler are looking a little shell-shocked, and who can blame them as we head into final few seconds of this half. We are now in referee's discretion territory. I don't imagine he's going to add too much. He had a little bit of a delay just a moment or two ago up in that right-hand corner. And the FORO player was knocked to the ground. But beyond that, I can't remember any other lengthy displays. And this may be FORO's 5th goal. It's in. That's unbelievable. Goodness gracious. Belfield was frozen. Marcelo Pedraza with an absolute worldie. Goodness gracious me. That was postage stamp stuff. Top corner, up where the owl sleeps. Beautiful goal from Pedraza. And if Tyler weren't shell-shocked before, they are now. That's a brace for Pedraza, a brace for Gomez. And a goal from Estrada, and FORO Soccer Club are 5-0 up in the first half of this match. A remarkable performance on this home team, but we're seeing some wonderful footwork here now from Tyler FC. Slaloming through the middle of the FORO midfield. Not able, though, to get anything in behind their defence. And I wish I could tell you who that is on the ball. We don't have a number 20 here on the roster for Tyler. So your guess is as good as mine in that regard. That's one you can't blame the commentator for. I don't have a name and a number. It's incredibly challenging to attribute anything to that individual. What I can tell you for sure, though, is in the first half, FORO went wild. It took them 27 minutes to get off the mark. But number 9, Gomez, registered their opening goal of the game. Just a few minutes later, Pedraza added to that score. Gomez then secured his brace with a penalty kick on the 40th minute. And then in rapid-fire succession, on the 43rd and 45th minutes, Estrada and Pedraza, respectively, took FORO to 5 goals to the good. Tyler yet to get off the mark. We're a little dazed and confused at half-time. Marvellous display from the home team here in Dallas. As we head into the break, we'll leave you with some of the highlights, and I look forward to rejoining you again at the beginning of the second period.
There are a lot of people in this area who would play sports if they had a great place to play.
Ahora sí que cualquier deporte que practiques es bueno. Mientras hagas ejercicio, hay que mantenerse bien.
People don't want to pay to go play on a piece of dirt. They want to play on something that they see on TV. To them, it feels like they're in a stadium. It feels like they're somewhere really cool, like really high end.
There's just really nothing around here like FORO. Parents love it, players love it. When they see the facility, it just adds that level of professionalism to, the whole program, to our club. Being outdoors is crucial for us because we're training to play outdoors. And a lot of other clubs too have not been able to train, but we haven't skipped a beat. Having organized fields, the lines, the turf.
Being able to have multiple fields going.
La cancha, la superficie está excelente. No corres el riesgo de lesionarte.
The sand volleyball courts are great. They keep them up. They're really nice. They're soft. They have a built-in place for the players to shower off.
Puedes rentar 1 hora, puedes rentar 2 horas, quedas con los amigos.
Being so close to the heart of Addison, this is just a brilliant location.
El lugar está padre, hay árboles.
There's nothing else around here that offers an experience like that. Now that they have a place to play, they can actually come out and play.
Hello Dallas players, it's Brian Padilla here, manager and player coach at FORO Skills. I grew up in the Dallas area playing for the FC Dallas Academy and always dreamed of getting to the professional level. It didn't take me long to figure out that if I wanted to be at the top of my game and ahead of my competition, I had to put in the extra hours outside of team training. My goal here is to pass on the passion and drive to a new generation of players. FORO Skills is the perfect place to build confidence, improve skills, and inspire a lifelong love for the game.
FORO Skills!
We want to win, so you have to win for the first win. From the first touch in the warm-up, you have to win. Understand? So if you're flipping coins today, you have to win. You understand?
Don't never take my power, my power, my power. Don't never take my power, my power, my power. They feel away, oh wow. They feel away, oh wow. Don't never take my power, my power, my power. Don't never take my power, my power, my power. They feel away, oh wow. They feel away, oh wow. I was always in the lead, who you wanna be, I'm who they wanna be. B-E-A-U-T-Y-E, never seen so much rage from a queen. Rage from a queen, queen so strong, thought she was a machine. Girl of your dreams, Sinclair regime, turn to the max, can't forget vaccine. Refer to me as a goddess, I'm tired of being modest. 100 degrees the hottest, if we're being honest. Never be antibiotics, black people win, they say we being demonic. Angel in disguise, I hate I have to disguise it. Why you gotta despise it? Rich in the mind, is why I'm making deposit. Give me all the power, it's time to realize it. Don't never take my power, my power, my power. Don't never take my power, my power, my power. They feel away.
The other one, let it go! Ford, vote, Ford! Ford, let it vote!
Getting way too many chances. Inside the box. Hey, hit it. I wanna see you shoot. Understand? You're always in good position to shoot. Understand? I am in try to dribble. Zach, cut inside, hit it. The goalie. You understand? Very good job, but when you have the ball on this side over here, you cannot be all the way to the other side, Papa. You need to tap it in. So, because they shift it, they pitch it in, you gotta come in with him. You understand? So when you start to circle in the ball, then you keep going. You understand? So don't be afraid to go forward. You understand? But a ball on the opposite side, talking in, after the midfield.
There are a lot of people in this area who would play sports if they had a great place to play.
Ahora sí que cualquier deporte que practiques es bueno. Mientras hagas ejercicio, hay que mantenerse bien.
People don't want to pay to go play on a piece of dirt. They want to play on something that they see on TV. To them, it feels like they're in a stadium. It feels like they're somewhere really cool, like really high end.
There's just really nothing around here like FORO. Parents love it, players love it. When they see the facility, it just adds that level of professionalism to, the whole program, to our club. Being outdoors is crucial for us because we're training to play outdoors. And a lot of other clubs too have not been able to train, but we haven't skipped a beat. Having organized fields, the lines, the turf,
being able to have multiple fields going.
La cancha, la superficie está excelente. No corres el riesgo de lesionarte.
The sand volleyball courts are great. They keep them up. They're really nice. They're soft. They have a built-in place for the players to shower off.
Puedes rentar una hora, puedes rentar 2 horas, quedas con los amigos.
Being so close to the heart of Addison, this is just a brilliant location.
El lugar está padre, hay árboles.
There's nothing else around here that offers an experience like that. Now that they have a place to play, they can actually come out and play.
Hello, Dallas players.
As you join us for the second half of the League for Clubs early season game between FORO Soccer Club here in Dallas and visitors Tyler FC from the northeast corner of Texas, I have an update for you. So evidently the fourth goal that FORO scored in the first half, the goal we initially on the 27th minute, nice early strike. Draza, cool as you like, that's number 2. Third was a penalty kick, which Gomez dispatched nervelessly. Then the goal in the 43rd minute we initially attributed to Estrada, but actually this great snapshot was Ferry. And then finally, Draza with perhaps the pick of the bunch. Oh, there's no perhaps about it. Look at that. Absolute peach. Goal number 5. His second of the game. So apologies to Blaine Ferry, but you now have your flowers. Congratulations on that snapshot. A crowded box into the bottom corner, giving FORO Soccer Club the 4th goal of the night. They found the way to 5 before half-time. Tyler FC have to try and find a way back into this game. It's going to be FORO Soccer Club to kick us off. In all white, going from left to right on your screen. Tyler in the black and grey uniforms going from right to left. We're underway. Let's hope for more of the same in the second half. I mean, not if you're a Tyler supporter, obviously, but certainly do enjoy seeing goals. So let's hope we have more of those, regardless of who's scoring them. I will say, I'm probably going to be a commentator in high demand, because the last game I covered, there were 12 goals. Yeah, can you believe that? 8-4 was the final score. So far this evening, we're at 5 goals. Might beat my own record. Folks are going to be asking for me by name. FORO trying to get under their 6th goal here. Oh, may have an opportunity though. Surely that's a free kick. Evidently not, according to the referee. That did seem as though that were a tackle where none of the ball was won. Referee saw it other ways, and now Tyler trying to create an attack of their own. And again, I do apologise for not being able to call out Tyler players. They've not done us much of a favour by giving us a roster where I don't know who 24 is or who 20 is. So I do apologise. This isn't me being a bad commentator. It's just lack of information. It's FORO though. Trying to create an opportunity here for the 6th. Oh, that isn't far away. Look at that outside of the foot. Generated some power on that too. That was a blistering shot. Only fractionally wide. So yes, they're going to be asking for me to commentate by name. Let's get that Mark Turner on. Whenever he covers a game, it's a goal fest. Trust me, it's not always that way. I had plenty of games last season that were 1-0 and 2-1. Very, very low scoring. So I'm grateful for for the ability to call 12 goals in my last match and 5 so far in this one. Quite the treat. I suspect we're not done yet. FORO certainly seem like they're not done yet. Despite being 5 goals to the good, they look hungry for more. See, they've made a few substitutions as well, and why not? Give a couple of players an opportunity to stretch their legs. Some minutes under their belt. While you're 5 goals to the good. Nice footwork from FORO. Good one-touch stuff again. Playing with such confidence now. Lovely shot just over the crossbar. FORO, quite frankly, taking it to a whole other level. As they hit that 40th minute, different planet. All chipboard by FORO. Headed away from Tyler. Tyler now looking for some one-touch stuff to see if they can maybe open up that FORO defence, but not on this occasion. Nice footwork in the middle of the park. Oh, look, chip back. There just need to be FORO players everywhere. In space, asking for the ball. Early snapshot, deflection, and that's goal number 6. That's goal number 6 for FORO. I want to say it came out of nowhere because there was some wonderful build-up play. But that was a speculative shot that caught a heavy deflection. Number 15, Milo Estrada, dispatching on that occasion. So we took a goal away from Estrada in the first half, and he had other ideas. He said, no, I'm going to get my name on the score sheet. And it only took him 5 minutes into the second half to do it. Milo Estrada registering FORO Soccer's 6th goal of the game. Tyler not giving up the ghost on this match, though. Trying to find a way to break through. This is all an exercise in just saving face at this point, but just for a little bit of pride. You want to get a goal or a couple of goals. I mean, this is their first game of the season, if you remember. FORO already have a game under their belts. This is a tough start for Tyler. But if they are going to go down, you want to at least get some goals in the 4 column. Get off the mark. Maybe this is their opportunity from a corner. Ball into the box, headed away from FORO. Good, strong header. Tyler, though, battling to win the ball back high up the field. Spins out to a FORO player. Oh, nice footwork, really good footwork there to get out of a difficult situation. Eric Gomez. Such good feet. I wouldn't say there's much between these two teams from a technical perspective. Both seem to be pretty technically astute. FORO breaking down the right-hand side. Ball into the box. Oh, spilled for a moment there by Belfuel. It's about the only mistake he's had this game. Would have been cruel if it had costed Tyler another goal against. But the Tyler goalkeeper able to recover before the situation got worse. as I was saying, I don't think technically there's a massive gulf between these two teams. Both handle the ball really nicely. FORO just that little bit more creative, definitely more willing to play one-touch soccer, which oftentimes can be the difference. Like I mentioned earlier, very hard to defend against a team that play one-touch. Unless you can get really tight to a player, disrupt them enough where that one-touch goes astray. If they can play one-touch soccer with accuracy, that's a real challenge to play against. Obviously, they've had some finishes this evening of the highest quality. I'm thinking in particular of Gomez's early goal, the first one that opened up the scoring. Pedraza, the second goal. He very calmly just rolled it into the corner. And then Pedraza again at the end of the first half. An absolute worldie. Up where the owl sleeps. Top corner. No goalkeeper is going to get to that. Beautiful strike. But they are just the end product. It's all the work that led up to that that's been ever so impressive. Great ball over the top there. With a little bit of fade on it, making it so easy to gather in. Cross into the box now. Unable to get on the end of that. The FORO may look to recycle. They don't want themselves a corner there. It's hard to see if that was a corner or a throw-in. Either way, it's FORO's possession. It is going to be a corner. All the FORO players clustered at the back of the box. Now spraying like they've been hit out of a hornet's nest. Headed back. Oh, again, mistake by Belfuel. And that leads to a goal, and that is a direct error from the goalkeeper. It sounds ridiculous to say when a team is 6-0 down that the goalkeeper on the losing team has played well, but he has played well up until, well, a moment ago he had a moment of hesitation. And there, once again, spilling the ball, allowing FORO to convert for their 7th of the evening. Production team just trying to determine for us there who the goal scorer was. Kind of ricocheted around a little bit. That shirt number here momentarily. We think that was probably, I think it was either Estrada or Gomez. I know Estrada was involved. I think maybe Gomez got the last touch, and yes, our production team are confirming that. Thank you so much, guys. Couldn't do it without you. It was indeed Eric Gomez, which means Gomez registers a hat-trick. By the way, that's the second hat-trick I've commentated on in 2 games as well. You feel bad for Belfuel in the Tyler goal. Wretched evening for the young man. Most of it not his own doing, but that last one, he's just going to have to take on the chin, but his teammates are not going to be too mad at him. They were 6-0 down at the time, so clearly the challenge this evening was much bigger than just goalkeeper mistiming a catch one time. So I mentioned earlier that this is the League for Clubs inaugural season. Brand new league, part of the USA SA organization. Also eligible for Open Cup as well, which their teams would have participated in earlier this season. Of course, now we're down to the quarterfinals of the Open Cup. Only 8 teams remain, all of them MLS, including my team, Austin FC. Go Verde! They have a tricky tie now in California. I think it's San Jose. That's going to be a difficult one, but fingers crossed. They can make it all the way to the final. They actually would host the final. That would be pretty epic. So we have a change in goal for Tyler. Alfie, rather forlornly, making his way slowly back to the bench. I don't think that's a direct reflection on his performance this evening. As I mentioned, he really hasn't done a lot wrong. Had a couple of sketchy moments in the last few minutes, and of course one of them leading directly to that 7th goal, but it would be very harsh indeed to substitute him out based on performance. I have to imagine this is kind of more of a hockey goalkeeper style situation where they've just decided enough is enough. They may as well put the backup goalkeeper in at this point. Give him some minutes. So Tyler, moving the ball well from left to right through the middle of the park. Nice defending from FORO. Had that ball made its way all the way through, that could have led to a very dangerous opportunity for Tyler. If you look at the scoreboard, the 7 jumps out at you. Equally, the 0 should tell you a story as well. FORO have been really good at both ends of the field. Their back line has been breached very, very rarely. I would say most of Tyler's most significant threat has come from corners. So FORO steady at the back, creative through the middle, deadly up top. The makings of the League for Clubs champion, perhaps? Only time will tell. But a result like this is certainly going to get the attention of all the other clubs in the league, in all the various conferences. The nerdy among you, there are actually 6 conferences in this competition. Tonight, we're watching a game in Texas, of course. But also, they have Gulf Coast, Mid-American, Mountain Premier, NorCal, and Northeast. Although I don't think Mountain Premier is fully activated at this point in time. Not playing, I don't think, this season. So it may just be the 5 conferences this season. Right now, though, all of our attention is on Texas. As you watch 2 teams within 100 miles of one another, slugging it out early season. And FORO comprehensively on top of Tyler at this point as we head over the hour mark. 7 goals to the good and with a free kick. Potentially looking for their 8th goal of the game. Long shot, flies over the crossbar. Tyler looking to play out of the back, but just causing more trouble for themselves and creating the opportunity for an 8th goal. FORO Soccer Club, well, that was very well dispatched, but probably the easiest goal of the evening for FORO. Or perhaps the goal prior to this. That was certainly on a plate. We'll get you the goal scorer as soon as we can. That might be Ferry again, actually. I can certainly tell you it wasn't Gomez. There were 2 numbers on the back of that shirt. So I'm thinking it was probably either Ferry or Estrada. We'll confirm that for you ASAP. Either way, very cutely dispatched goal. Once he was in behind the back line, there was really no doubt That was going to be goal number 8. So it proved. So I appreciate the last goal scorer having very distinguishable boots. Makes it easy to determine that he was number 10. I now have the challenge of not having a number 10 on my my roster sheet here. So unfortunately, we're none the wiser, but we can tell you that it was number 10. Young man in frame right now on your screen with the yellow boots. Late arrival to the party. Took no time in settling in though. Long free kick. Flashes out to the back post. Tyler looking to recycle. Settling the ball down. Not able to really get any power on it though. There's a shot from number 23. FORO sliding the ball from left to right. It's that man, number 10 again. We call him Deese for right now. Deese tucks it inside. Oh! Not able to get hold of that ball as much as he may have liked. But sometimes that can work in your favour. If you just catch it and don't drive it, sometimes it can spin away and find a bottom post. Looked like that shot may have been destined to do that momentarily. Good work, though, from the Tyler backup goalkeeper. So our production team are absolute wizards. The young man on the field wearing the number 10 shirt is on my sheet as a different number. And they have cracked the code, and evidently it's Brian Padilla, who scored FORO's 8th goal, number 10. I tell you, we have the best production team in the business. FORO, in no hurry to get things going, and can you blame them? Their job is very much done. Incredibly impressive performance this evening. FORO again taking a foray into Tyler's defence, winning a free kick in the process. More emboldened FORO become, the trickier they become, and the harder they become to defend. It's ever decreasing circles for Tyler here. They were hanging in there in the first half, but man, once the floodgates cracked, didn't take long for them to blow open. Now FORO are just enjoying the game. It looks like it's that man, Padilla, behind the ball on this free kick. It's quite some way out. He may try and crank it. He may try and drop it over the line. Put a teammate in, or he might try and crank it. Instead, he plays it short. Little ball chipped over the top. Well, headed out from Tyler. FORO, though, getting his possession back. Again, having options all over the place. It's Padilla! Oh! Off the post! I don't think the Tyler goalkeeper got a hand to that. I apologise. I keep switching between Padilla and Padilla. I'm doing that subconsciously just to make sure I get it right at least 50% of the time. As the spelling of his first name is traditionally Hispanic, I am going to go with Padilla from this point on. I'm going to say, what a fantastic shot that was from him. Love to get the replay on that one whenever our production team have a second. I don't think the Tyler goalkeeper got a touch to it. I think it was just a blistering shot that flew all the way across the front of the goal and then rang off the upright on the far side. The Tyler now with the free kick. No option to shoot from here. Be interesting to see if they look to play it square. Doesn't look like they're trying to chip it over the top because they haven't got guys up on the last defender. Yep, they are going square. Great ball over the top. Beautiful pass from Joel Garcia. Evidently he's offside though, the receiving player. That's a shame for Garcia because that was an absolute peach of a pass. FORO again. On the attack once more. Yeah, just hungry. It's Padilla again, straight at the goalkeeper this time. The man has a hammer of a foot though, and he's not scared to use it. So with 20 minutes to go and this game essentially over as a contest, FORO Soccer Club of Dallas, Texas are going to have a win and tie record. 2 games undefeated. Not sure where that will put them in the league table. Of course, it depends on how the teams above them have done tonight. Only 2 teams above them on points prior to this evening were Central Texas Coyotes and Corinthians of San Antonio. So depending on how they did this evening, potentially FORO could go up a place or 2. Could even be top of the table. Keep scoring goals like this, they will end up being top of the table. Work from Tyler. That's surely going to be a free kick. There's going to be a yellow card as well. That was really unnecessary aggression. I understand how you can get frustrated in those moments. I've been there myself. Referee's having none of it. And a FORO player showing a ripped jersey, I think, just for good measure. And they continue drawing in the process. Tyler, on the other hand, are just going to have to lick their wounds. They have to recognise they're playing, I would imagine, one of the strongest teams in this competition this year, and they just happen to meet them at their place in Game 1. which is highly unfortunate. There's some talent in this Tyler team. And they say you learn more from your defeats than you do your victories, so they should be incredibly wise by the end of this 90 minutes. They'll study video, I'm sure. They'll determine what they can do better at both ends of the field. It'll be fascinating to see how Tyler perform in the next game and throughout the rest of the season. Hopefully this doesn't have too much of a psychological impact on them. These things can just happen in sport. Speaking of which, I want to give a shout out to Sunderland AFC, who despite being underdogs and arguably being second best today against Sheffield United in the Championship playoff in England, the richest domestic game in the world apparently. Teams that win that game stand to add about 120, 130 million dollars to their coffers overnight. Anyway, Sunderland initially went down a goal, managed to equalise, and then in the dying minutes, when it looked like the game was heading into extra time, fantastic winning goal, completing an unlikely victory. So Sunderland will be playing in the Premier League next year against the likes of Arsenal and Liverpool, Chelsea, Manchester City, and my own Nottingham Forest. For Sheffield United, it's another season of the Championship. Soccer can be kind, soccer can be cruel. I think in part that's why we love it so much. It's certainly been a cruel evening for Tyler this evening. It may get crueler. It's FORO looking to break again. Lovely ball out to the left-hand side, and once more they have numbers, although they seem to be a little more reluctant to get upfield at this point, and who can blame them? They have nothing to prove when they're 8 goals up. They are maintaining possession of this ball very nicely, slowing things down, making Tyler chase, and ultimately knock the ball out for a throw-in. So with 15 minutes and change to go, let's review the scores again one more time. Tell you how we got here. Let's just wait and see for a second if FORO add to the scoring. Not on this occasion. Tyler able to clear the ball out. Now looking to counter. Certainly going to be a free kick there. So it took 27 minutes, believe it or not, for FORO to get off the mark, but they did so through Gomez. In the 32nd minute, Pedraza added to that tally. Gomez then dispatched a PK. Berry scored on the 43rd minute, drilling the ball through a crowded box. Before Pedraza scored, I think, what is still the goal of the night on the 45th minute. Absolute beauty of a curling shot into the top corner. It took FORO no time whatsoever to get off the mark in the second period. Just 5 minutes in, Estrada scored. Gomez completed his hat-trick on 54 minutes, and Padilla notched on 62 minutes. That's how he got to 8 goals. Tyler yet still to register any goal. Right now we have a coach remonstrating with a referee. We have players pointing at shirts, suggesting that they were tugged on. We have the 4th official getting involved. In England, we would call this a storm in a teacup. It's really incumbent upon the referee to get a handle on this situation, and he's trying to draw, I guess, the 2 players who are at the eye of this storm together and talk to them. No cards. I think the referee might be going over to have a conversation, though, with the bench or with one of his officials. Well, this could be something more. This could be a 2-part process. First step, calm the players down. The second step, get additional information. Potentially, take additional steps. Is the referee going to go to his pocket? He's calling over number 10 for Tyler, which is Braxton Ladwig, as well as number 5 for FORO, Nate Kopetsky. And we have more talking. And now we do have a card. I assume the colour is going to be yellow for both. Yes, it is. Neither player on a yellow card at this point, so neither player having to leave the field of play. Referee doing a little bit of administrative paperwork here, and then the game will resume. And there we have confirmation. I've got to say, it's a beautiful setting here at the FORO Sports Club. Nestled in the trees. I'm not sure what the temperature is right now. It was about 91, 92 degrees at the start of the match. Obviously the sun has set now, or is on its way down. And I'm sure it's beautiful out there. Well, if you're a FORO player. I don't suppose Tyler are paying much attention to the weather right now. They will be frustrated and eager to get something out of this game, as you can see from their pressing. I've got to admire that. 8 goals down and they are not giving up the ghost. FORO, though, more readily finding holes now as Tyler get more and more tired as the game rolls on. I have a sneaking suspicion the scoring is not over. FORO regaining possession in the middle of the field and giving it right back up again. And then getting it back. And then laying it back. Giving Arconada a rare touch in the FORO goal. Oh, nice play there. Good little one-touch stuff again. Ball dropped over the top. Surely this is going to be number 9. Oh, is that a penalty again? The referee says no. There's not much of a protest. I'd love to see that one back again. It looked like the FORO striker got clipped. But it maybe got caught up in his own feet. Actually, he did. Good refereeing. Well done. I think it's quite so much he got caught in his own feet. I think he just tried to take the shot on the fly, didn't land properly and tumbled. And we have a shot here, and we do, and we have a good save too. Really the first save of any note that this Tyler backup goalkeeper has had to make. He had a shot come straight at him about 10 minutes ago. Padilla. That, though, definitely more testing. He was up to the test. Good hands. FORO, ball into the box. Oh, could have been a header on goal. I think lost sight of it as it came through. And now they have an opportunity to recycle. Padilla tucking it inside. Good ball over the top from Toro. What a fantastic touch from Padilla. And when he get a shot off, he does. Doesn't generate the power on that one. But goodness gracious, what a touch out of the air. Such a big man. He has quick feet. It's a horrible combo to defend against. You've got a guy there who's big and physical and hard to wrestle off the ball, and he's nimble. More often than not, he has a howitzer of a shot too. Not on that particular occasion. Tyler would be delighted. Look at this. 2 teams still going at it. 83 minutes into the game. 8 goals between them and neither coming off the gas. You'd think the team with 8 goals would be like, yeah, we're done. We can just sit back. You'd think the team that 8 goals down would be like, yeah, you know, what is there to play for? This game is gone. And yet neither seem to have that attitude. Really a delight to see two teams going at it from the first whistle to the last, regardless of what's on the scoreboard. Props to both of them. FORO breaking through again. If he's not offside, he might chip the goalkeeper. I think the flag's gone up. FORO are so smart with their movement. And on that occasion, timing was a little off, but their patterns are really impressive. What I mean by that is, as they're moving the ball, particularly through the centre third of the field, the player with the ball seems to know what the triggers are. I mean, certainly they'd be working on these in practice, but there's very little making it up on the fly. They know when the ball's in a certain spot, when it's been moved in a certain way, when it's ended up in a certain place. This player's going to spring, or this player's going to spring. And it does enable them to do things quickly. This evening they've caught Tyler out multiple occasions. Looks on the surface of it like it's just good luck, but it's not. It's trained, and here they go again. Maybe another opportunity for a goal here, and again good hands from the Tyler goalkeeper. FORO probably should have done better with that attempt. You know, like there was a lot of goal on that back post to aim at. He said it was a drill shot and it was straight at the goalkeeper, and he was equal to it. Well, we have about 5 minutes and change still to go. We did have had a couple of lengthy stoppages in this second period, but I don't imagine the referees attack a lot on, given that the game is completely moot, or the result, I should say, is completely moot at this point. We have at least a little under 5 minutes still to go. Maybe a minute or two on top of that. But we hear that final whistle, and FORO Soccer Club can celebrate their first victory of the season. Well, we have another powwow going on here. Not sure what this one's about. This is the fourth official. So I'm wondering if this is something going on the bench. This is a new variation on the commentator's curse. They just got done saying we're not probably going to have much time added on at the end. And immediately we have a stoppage in play, which is invariably going to add time on at the end. I don't know what that was about, but anyway, game's back underway. Defending from Tyler. Speculative looped ball into the middle of the box by FORO, but Tyler doing well. Clear it out, although FORO looking to win it back. Good tenacity from Tyler, though. They're breaking out down the left-hand side. And Nkosi trying to find a teammate, does tuck it inside. Touch is heavy, ball finds its way back to Nkosi. He tucks it inside now. Garcia. Long ball dropped into the back post, easily gathered by Alcanada. Didn't even make it as far as the back post. Not really sure who they were aiming for there. Seemed to be a ball in no man's land. It was more of a, okay, I'm going to hit it in there. Somebody got on the end of it. Somebody chase it down. They need to do a little more than that to breach this FORO defense and beat Arcanada. Here may be an opportunity. Juggling didn't quite work out. But well collected by Tyler and recirculated. FORO, though, stepping in, intercepting, and now on a break of their own. Slowing things down, waiting for teammates to join the fray. Few minutes in stoppage to go. FORO Soccer Club, 8 goals to the good. Gonna make it 9. Come on, guys. I got 12 goals in my last game. Pick it up. That goes for Tyler as well. FORO just pinging the ball around. I think the gusto has finally gone out of the game. Oh, lovely little flick. Number 20 for Tyler has actually been a live wire most of the night. Whenever he's been on the ball. Great feet. Seen a couple of flicks and tricks. A little bit of juggling. Easy gather for the Tyler keeper. I have to wonder at this point, after 90 minutes of football, if that's just not as good as it gets. Legs are tired, and you're ready for that final whistle. Beautiful ball out there from that number 20. Out to the right-hand side. Maybe an opportunity here to score! Narrowly wide. Oh, that was agonizingly close. It was a beautiful crossfield ball. Actually, a great shot too, let's be fair. Just marginally wide. It would have been hard to begrudge Tyler that goal had they been able to at least notch a single tally. That may have been the closest they come to it all night. And it wasn't to be. Arcanada's goal remains unbreached. FORO at the other end. Again, good work from the Tyler goalkeeper. He hasn't been asked to do anything too sophisticated. It's been meat and potatoes type stuff, but he's had strong hands on every occasion. His positioning's been good. Looks like Tyler have 2 pretty good goalkeepers on their roster. FORO still in search of that 9th. Good work from Tyler. Well, no, according to the referee, illegal work from Tyler. Free kick in FORO's favour. Again, this could very well be shooting distance. It's going to need to be a heck of a free kick to beat the goalkeeper from this range, but it's not impossible. Could be a chip over the top. Could be a slide to the side. Let's see if we have last minute fireworks. Right now I'm maintaining that Pedraza's goal on the 45th minute was the best of the game. He would have taken something very special to score from there and probably ended up being the best goal of the game. Instead, shot goes narrowly wide. Well, now we're into discretionary time. The referee could blow his whistle at any moment. I think we are probably going to see at least a couple of 3 minutes. Well, we saw exactly 2 minutes. The referee decided that is that. He's seen enough. The game was certainly over long ago as a contest FORO merciless in front of goal. After drawing their first game of the season, they absolutely unloaded on Tyler. This first goal from Gomez, taken early and slid past the goalkeeper. A second from Pedraza, completely wrong-footing the goalkeeper and rolling it into the far corner. Gomez then dispatches from a PK, icy cold, before Ferry drills the ball through a crowded box. It takes a couple of deflections on the way, but it's Ferry's goal nonetheless. And then this absolute worldie from Pedraza. It's then 5-0 up at half-time. FORO not done, a deflected effort from Estrada. Makes it 6. Mistake from the goalkeeper. Gomez capitalises for his hat-trick. That's 7. And Padilla puts the cherry on the icing on the cake for FORO Soccer Club. 8-0 victors over Tyler FC in this, the League for Clubs match. Early in the season in the Texas Conference, but that is a heck of a marker from FORO Soccer Club. Other teams, beware. Tyler, you got that 90-minute drive back out to Northeast Texas and lick your wounds. You'll be back. There's enough out there to suggest that Tyler are a good team. They just caught FORO on a very hot night. 8-0 your final score. That's all from me, Mark Turner, and your Veta Media team. Have a great evening. Good night.